Namaste. Oh, yeah. We're doing a burn outside again. Remember when I used to do burns outside, guys? I'm here for the Pisces reading. I'm sorry I couldn't do it last night. I was so tired after my walk. But anyhow, it's okay. I have my notes. I have my cards. My battery is not that strong, but I'm going to do it. One person's in the house. I'll start in a second. Hope everybody's all right. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm Mystic Brady. Katrina Brady. How are you? I'm doing my old-fashioned happy birthday, Pisces, water sign, and just want to let you know, whether you rewatch this, because there's only one person here so far, and that's okay, but whenever you see this, and you're a Pisces, or you have some Pisces in your astrological chart, I kept on hearing Scorpio, and I kept on saying, okay, let me do this for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? And I was like, no, I'm not doing Scorpio. I'm doing Pisces. And I'm shuffling like 3 different decks of cards. And even when I was doing the notes for you guys, you Pisces, you Swedish fish, yin and yang, feminine and masculine. Oh, and I forgot to say, yin and yang. Yin is feminine and yang is masculine. Okay. I forgot to say that yesterday. But anyway, I just kept hearing Scorpio. So you guys might have to look into who's a Scorpio around you and why is it important. Maybe somebody that's a Scorpio, or maybe some of your Scorpio secrets. Scorpios like to keep secrets forever. And sometimes secrets aren't good to keep. You should just express yourself no matter what the outcome. Yeah. Because Scorpios don't like to ask for help. Okay, anyhow. There's 17 people here? Wow. You gonna say hi? I don't really want to show you me because I look a hot mess. There's my babies. They're always beautiful. They're out with me to do a reading outside. Right, Casper? Right, Cappy? Is anybody saying anything? And if you could hear me, please put a purple heart in the chat, or any kind of heart in the chat. But purple's my favorite color, so. What's up? Hi, Cindy Lou. Cindy Law. Thank you. Thank you for giving me that purple heart. Then I know I could start. But see, my candle keeps going out because it's windy. It's rather windy today. But I really wanted to come out and do my notes. I wanted to do it last night, but I'm kind of glad I didn't do it last night. It's not that I had any drinks last night. I didn't. I kept saying, I'm going to have a drink, I'm going to have a drink. But I only had a soda, a Diet Coke. I know that doesn't seem like it makes any sense, but, you know, that's me. I don't really make sense sometimes. In other words, if I was going to have a couple of drinks, I don't do readings. But I didn't have any drinks. I just was tired, I guess, from my walk. Because I'm trying to get back into walking. And I think I'm a feeling of malaise because I'm taking care of my husband. And I stopped working at school. And I'm telling you right now, going to work, where I work in a school, in different schools, is much easier than staying home taking care of somebody. For sure. For sure. And so I have dreams about that I'm back at school, and then all of a sudden I'm lost. And I'm like, oh no, I got to be home. And then when I'm home, I'm like, oh no, I should be at school. So who knows? Look at these two meatballs. They always rest butt to butt. You guys, my best friends? Are you my best friends? Yes, hello, Cindy Law. Where are you from? Do I need a book recommendation? I have a book called Time Collapsed, and I'm trying to buy a company or a file called ES. I'm not sure what that means. Is it your book called Time Collapsed? Okay. All right, we're going to get started on the Pisces reading. There was 17 people here. Now it's down to 3. Or 2. Okay. Whenever anybody is seeing this video, that's the right time. Okay? So if you don't see it now and you're not with us live, it's probably the afternoon right now, then you'll see it another time. Okay. Let me get started. I have my notes right here. First, I'm going to read my notes, and then I'm going to do the cards. Okay? All right, so Pisces. In the spring, I'm going to jump around a lot because that's how I do my process. In the spring of 2025, there's going to be a lot of thought about finances, about relationships, but especially finances, especially like paying your bills, worried in that way, like, will I have enough money this month? Will I have enough money this year? And there is something that you need to be looking into. It's like going to require you to do some more research and homework, but I see it really totally help, turning out for the best for you. And when I talk to Pisces, I talk to the masculine and feminine. Okay, that's everybody that was born under the sign of a Pisces. But if it doesn't resonate, just leave it. If it resonates, take with you what resonates with you. But yeah, I see Pisces being very concerned about even young Pisces, from young Pisces to old Pisces. So I'm seeing teenagers just starting out, being worried about like getting a job, or maybe they hate the job they're at and they need a different job, or they're not making enough money at the job, to Pisces that are getting ready to retire. I just see like this financial thing, like I see all dollar signs and 401ks like in the sky. There's something that you have to check out, and there's even something like money that you, like those of you who are struggling, that don't even have enough money for groceries, or you're not making your bills because you have to make a choice. Should I have electricity this month or should I have groceries? And that you shouldn't have to make that choice. So there is help for you. You just have to research it a little bit more. Okay, and get yourself set up with like 3 different things. They're showing me like 3 areas, right? The 3 long fingers. So that's my symbol of 3 areas where you could be helped financially. And also, if you're in a job that you just don't like, you're not to quit it. You're not to quit it until you have something fully in the bag, okay? And also, if you're thinking about like misbehaving on the job, because you just don't like the job, please don't do that, Pisces, okay? My Pisceans, don't do that, because you don't want to get fired. And like some people will say, oh, if you get fired, that's good, because if you get fired, you'll get unemployment. Don't do that. That's bad energy. That's bad karma. Okay? That's almost like trying to do something wrong to get something, to benefit from something. So don't do everything legit. Do everything on top of the table, okay? So to speak. All right. So with the finances, I see, if you do your homework and you look into, there's even like, there might even be like two, maybe you can't find that like full-time job or full-time gig or side hustle, side business that's going to give you enough money. But there might be two little jobs. That might be two side hustles that you could start doing. Like, and they just showed me a car. So some of you might be doing DoorDash. Some of you might be doing Uber, you know, Uber Eats or DoorDash or something with your vehicle. Okay, like be a hustler, be a go-getter, and even if you're tired, you're gonna find that if you have a couple of things going on, you're gonna get energized from that because you're going to feel better about yourself than rather than just sticking with the same job that's not giving you enough money and you hating that job. So set up your gigs, set up different avenues, let your resumes go out there, make those phone calls, touch base with different people, let them know that you're a good thing is Indeed. I used to look for jobs on Indeed a lot of times when I first moved here. Indeed is really good. So that's what they're showing me in terms of finances, and they show you getting some sort of break. There's some Pisces out there will get a second house or move out of an apartment into a house or selling your house, but that's more towards the fall. Okay, for some Pisces, this might not resonate with everybody, but only God knows the full future, and I see what I see. Okay, so spring, there's offers coming in probably in May, more towards the end of April to May. Like you might see a little bright light in the end of April in terms of finances. Maybe it's something to do with your taxes. Maybe your tax person is going to tell you, hey, did you know that you're eligible for this extra money and you've been suffering and you didn't know that. So that's why it's good to really do your research and really do your homework. Okay, Pisces. May, I see some travel for some of you, something that you want, some place that you want to go. Hopefully it's near water. We got to get you, Pisces, you got to get to water. You feel more comfortable in water. If you're not living near any kind of water, even a creek or a pond, even a beach, if it's cold, I don't care. Get there anyway just to see the water. Then go in your bathtub. Go in your shower. Okay, make sure that you take 2 showers a day, take 2 baths a day. Okay, because you need that healing of the water. When you get really stressed out and you're at work and you're not near water, go to the bathroom and wash your hands. Wash your hands like 3 times. Put a little cold water on your face. I'm telling you, you gotta get near your water and you gotta drink more water. Put a little lemon in it too. And also drink warm water with lemon. It's very good for your kidneys. Okay. So making that trip to travel to somewhere that you wanted to go, it might just be a day trip. It might be like a 3-day trip. And if you can't go on a trip, you can't afford it, just go in the car and drive somewhere, especially near water. Okay, you getting the hint about the water? Okay, so you're about to have a spiritual awakening, something to do with a boat, but your spiritual awakening is going to come at you. You're not going to be able to turn away. Like you've seen this, had this feeling before. It's like it's all about using your spirit guides, utilizing the people that you have in heaven that want to help you, that want to speak to you, they want to communicate with you. You want to communicate with them, but you're afraid. You don't know whether you believe in your abilities or not. So they might come to you in your dreams. Pay attention to that as well. There's 3 people, like as you can see here, 3 people and the triangle that's involved. in your spiritual awakening. But your spiritual awakening will be like you thinking about God differently, you thinking about the universe in a different way, and what you are here. What is your purpose? Is your purpose here just to suffer? Or is your purpose here to learn from different experiences and changing it for yourself? I think the latter. But I don't know, something with a boat. Somebody has a boat, you're supposed to go on their boat, or you're going to buy a boat, showing your skill set. It's time for you to show your skill set. If you were holding back on starting a side business, you start to get, go through the motions of it. Get started with it. Believe in yourself. Start practicing. I did get a lot of music. I did get some artistic things. I got podcast, guitar, be around concerts, get around music, coffee shops that have people talking about poetry. Even if you just go there to listen, people writing songs. That's what I got. Yeah. So embrace that spiritual awakening. And we never know what it means. We never know. Like when I was going through mine in 2020, 2019, I didn't know what was really happening. I just knew I had to use my gifts and talents more. I had to use my art abilities. I didn't really understand it. I don't paint like anybody else, but I collaged, and I knew that I had to work with the colors, and I knew I had to push myself doing that, and I knew I had to push myself to do my channel, Mystic Brady. Even if I didn't want to, I had to do it, and because it was getting me closer to what Spirit wanted for me. Okay, so in the summer, I want you to think about what were you doing in the summer of 2006, because this might be a reminder. And some of you are going to say, I was only, 5 years old, or I was only 16, or whatever you were. Okay, but the summer of 2006, okay, because I'm seeing like the Pisces were using their abilities, they were using their skills, they were being more creative, they were utilizing things that they wanted to do. They were doing it. Okay, so it's going to feel like 2006 again. All right, because of the planets, the eclipse, the planetary retrograde, which I don't understand. I used to do more on it. I always do Lionsgate, and that happens August 8th in the summer. So, but other than that, I don't really go into I talk about Mercury retrograde, but it's just like, life goes by so quickly. So we're always having Mercury retrograde. So we just have to roll with it and move with it. Okay, so what I'm trying to get at is, Pisces, the last few years have been really tough. And give me a heart in the chat if it's been really tough for you. Okay, Pisces, and this could be anybody who's listening, because you come here for a reason. God will make you come, turn on the channel, and I'll be there. And that's all for a reason. Okay, your spirit guides made you come watch me. Even though there's only 8 people here, that's okay. That's okay. People will see this message when they need to see the message. But some of you have been having a hard time, I would say the last, not even 2 years, not even 3 years, last 5 years. I would say the last 5 years have been crap, or just really friggin' difficult. You've learned a lot about yourself, and you've learned about different people and what their intentions are. And you've learned how to protect yourself, which I am so proud of you, Pisces. You've learned who is toxic and who's trying to hurt you and not be with you. They're just trying to use you. You know the difference, and you're learning to play the game. At first, it destroyed you, and you were crying because you are a water sign, okay? Like, how could they do that to me? How could they be that way? How could they lie on me? How could they not be compassionate? Well, you know what? Sometimes people suck and life's unfair. And that's really the bottom line. But then there's also miracles that happen every day. And then there's also angels and miracles that go on because people are praying for you, or people do love you, or people remember when you were happy, and they want you to have that smile on your face again, and they want you to laugh a lot, and they want you to use your creative talents. Okay? So I know I've gotten off the track and I'm still on the first page, so I'm going to try to hurry. All right. So building your self-worth in the summer and really in the spring too. And I just heard June was really important during Gemini season. Activate your finances. And like really looking into how do I balance my finances so that they benefit me and I don't have to fucking worry every other day or every other month. I don't have to friggin' worry about it. I'm sorry I said the F curse, but somebody is saying that out there. And there is a method to it. There's almost like you're going to figure it out. It's just like you're just not sure. You didn't know you were entitled to something. Some kind of benefit, and you're going to figure it out. Plus, you're going to work hard too, okay? And I know you're no stranger to working hard, but it's just like you thought you were done with something, but you're not done with it. God's not done with it. You know when we're done? When we go to heaven. That's when we're done. So we're always learning. We're always a student. We're always a student of life. We're always trying to figure out what would make me happy today. Would cleaning out the basket of clothes I have all over the bed make me happy? Yeah, it would make me happy, but I got to do my reading first, okay? Because that makes me more happy to do my reading first. Doing the bed and the clothes only just makes me happy, but doing this reading can make a lot of Pisces happy, okay? So figuring out what you have to do that makes you happy every day, and know that it doesn't come from a person. It comes from you. Using your gifts and talents that God gave you. And if you don't know what they are, you have to figure them out. And think about what you were doing in 2006. And think about what you were interested in school. Okay? And just trying to do that, even reading books on it, would help. Okay, so the family structure will change. And I think that's going to happen, end of June towards the summer. And so some of you might say, well, that will be terrible. Somebody's moving out. Either you're moving out or they're moving out. The family structure will change. But don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as an independent thing. Look at it as somebody's getting their wings. Somebody's getting their wings to fly the coop and be independent and utilize all the skills that you taught them. So, but it takes getting used to. It's like your old normal will not be normal anymore. Okay, because some kind of family structure, somebody might be leaving your house, your home. Okay, it will change. And then with that, somebody new might be moving in. Okay. In the fall, there's a breakthrough. There's passion projects. By the year's end, you're going to have a passion project, something you always wanted to do. It's going to be in full activation. Because you're going to start working on it very seriously in the next couple of months. Okay, just jumping back. I'm going to jump back and forth. In April, you have to prove something. You have to do healing. You have to heal yourself. And what do they have to heal, Spirit? You've shown me before. What do they have to heal? Heal their soul. Like, in other words, realizing that the parents that you have are the parents that you picked from another lifetime, if you will. And so proving people like I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like some people were toxic to you in the past. They lied to you, or they just cold and mean to you. But you have to forgive them, and you're going to see another side to them. And they're going to tell you, I'm sorry I was mean to you, but I was going through this or that. And you'll finally be able to understand the whole, like you in your house, they're in their house, and it's almost like you're going to see when they were crying. You're going to see what they were grieving. And that's why they kind of took it out on you. And that's why it is good to always forgive. Forgive them, for they not know what they do. That's what I just heard. And I don't always quote the Bible often, because I don't know it verbatim. I do little pictures of it. I still have more pictures to go. I have 2 done, and I need 10 more of Jesus and the saints, but especially Jesus. That's what my instructions were. I'm sorry, I'm trying to light this because I need it in between. It gives me some kind of energy. So it's Palo Santo. Oh yeah. Okay. So in April, you're going to prove something, or somebody's going to prove something to you, and I believe that you're going to see, hey, that person really didn't hate me. That person just was mean to me because they were going through something, and they kind of took it out on me. And so, like, you're going to forgive them, they're going to forgive you, everything's going to be nice. Okay? If you do forgive, and forgive wholeheartedly and leave it alone. Don't keep a scorecard. Okay? Don't keep a scorecard. Because we wouldn't want somebody to keep a scorecard on us. Because we mess up. Every time we wake up in the morning, we make mistakes, right? Because we're human. But it's if, like, we say we're sorry and we try to do better, that counts. That counts. Okay. So prove something, do healing. You need healing. Pisces. Masculine and feminine, feminine and masculine, yin and yang. You need to do more healing, more meditation on yourself. Healing could be self-care. Healing could be, I need to go get my hair cut. I need to go get my hair dyed. I need to go join a gym. I need to go get a massage. I need to go get my mani-pedi. It's so important. I need to go get my Starbucks. I need to go get my coffee. Like, whatever is pleasurable for you. I need to make sure that I take a walk every day, or take a walk, 3 times a week. Because whatever you call healing, I need to write a song. I need to play a guitar. The guitar came up again. I need to go listen to music. I need to go to a concert. I need to go to a coffee shop and listen to poetry and write my own poetry. It's a creative thing, and it's a healing thing. So it's like self-care is meeting creativity, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, and there's also going to be in April, which is coming up, you're going to figure out some people are not good for you. Some people that you have been trying to impress are just simply not good for you. They're wrong for you. Okay, so step away from them. It's like if you've tried like 3 or 4 things, and this person is still not like seeing how they hurt you, just step away from that toxicity. They're never gonna see it. Okay. Queen of Wands came up, and that's a very strong card. That's like a warrior card. So you are stepping into your warrior mode, Pisces, and that's really good. It's like you're going to be thinking about, how can I build a dream or a career? How can I have a successful relationship? How can I have my own business? And all those 3 things. See these 3 things? Okay, you're going to be thinking about all at the same time. Kind of reminds me of being a Virgo, because like that's what we think of. Sorry, I rip up the papers as I do it. Okay. In terms of health, I felt like the brain, which is the crown chakra, which would mean headaches, migraines, or just really when you're trying to come into your third eye, when you're trying to build your intuitive side, sometimes you get migraines from that. Sometimes you get headaches from that. So just do some meditation. Pull up some Jason Stevenson third eye, spiritual awakening opening and third eye opening. Okay, I'm telling you, you could just sit there for 20 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day, listening to that music. Drop it. Do not eat that. Sorry, my dog is sick from eating nuts, and he's on all kinds of medicine and went to 2 different vets, and I just see he's eating nuts. No. Bad. You don't eat nuts. They're bad for you. You drop it. You get a bellyache. You hear me? I'm going to put you in. 1 second, guys. I got to put them in. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. You don't want her? Oh. Oh my gosh. They didn't want to go in. All right, just be good boys, okay? Amen. Okay, guys, nobody say anything disrespectful on my live because you are reported. Okay, and you go bye-bye after I report you. Okay, so in terms of your health, I felt like headaches, more headaches, maybe sinus, especially through the third eye, which is in between your eyebrows. And so, use crystal work, use meditation and prayer to help you with that. And write down more things. Write down in a journal. Start keeping your journal. Or if you used to keep a journal, continue doing it. And it'll help you. Just write down how you're feeling, what you're thinking of, what colors you see, what's going on in your mind. Get it out. All right, get it out from your mind and put it on paper in your journal. Okay, so and also a little bit of a sacral chakra, which is the reproductive organs, like stomach area, solar plexus. That would be some of you might be suffering from like acid reflux, gallbladder stuff. Just like you could heal it. You could heal it. Just have to eat more foods that are yellow, orange, like squash, zucchini, peppers. Oh no. Oh no, everything's blowing away. 1 second. Oh. Okay, baby. Okay. Yeah, so be careful of your reproductive organs. For men, the prostate, and also for both of you, pancreas, and also stomach. Yeah, just more fruits and vegetables. Something might be aggravating your system. Be careful of that. A couple of little ulcers or sort of an ulcer, but nothing really serious. Just like make sure that you're more positive thinking in your thoughts, in your head, in your mind. Don't think worst case scenario. When you catch yourself thinking the worst case scenario, tell yourself stop and replace it with what you want to happen as if it happened already. Okay, so like I'm not sure if I can make the bills this month would be transferred into, I am so happy and grateful that I not only made the bills this month, but I have money left over. I have more and more money coming in, and I have more than enough money to pay my bills and to buy myself something extra. I have more than enough money to buy food for a month or 3 months. I have more than enough money to go on a vacation. This all has to be written down. Look at it every day. Positive things that you want to bring to you to manifest. Okay. So, all of this work will lead you into stability. Take an action. Stop thinking and rethinking. Start doing. Okay, Pisces? I can do what I want. That's another affirmation. I could do what I want. I could do what I want. Things work out for my highest good. Everything works out for my highest good. From this experience comes a positive experience for my highest good. Okay? Take action on something, and you could do what you want. Let's say that right now. I could do what I want. I could create what I want. I could have what I want. Okay. Some people will try to squash your goals, Pisces. Do not let that happen. Don't be afraid to learn the truth about yourself, others. Get out of the house. Yeah, don't be afraid to learn the truth about yourself. It's hard. It's hard to learn the truth about yourself. It really is. It's like I struggle with that too. It's like because it's kind of like you have to admit that you're wrong. You have to admit that you did something incorrectly, you know, and it's hard to swallow. That's a hard pill to swallow. But we are all human going through this matrix, right? And so we are not robots. So we're going to make mistakes. But the important thing is that we try to correct them. We try to say, you know what? I was wrong. I was mean to you the other day. I mean, I do this with Devin all the time. I say, I'm sorry for yelling at you or kind of getting cranky with you. I didn't have my coffee yet. And, you know how I am without my coffee. Now, matter of fact, I'm looking for my coffee cup. I thought I brought it out here, but I guess I didn't. So anyhow, it's part of like just even with our kids, you know, our kids are adults, most of us. And we still have to touch base with our kids because we're not perfect. And it's not always them coming to us to say they're sorry, which they usually don't. But sometimes we have to model that for them, because we're not going to be here forever. So we have to model to them, you know what? I made a mistake. I was like a little bit snotty with you on the phone. So I'm sorry for doing that. I just wanted to check in with you, and I felt like you didn't want to talk to me. So it's like, it's all communication, you know, Pisces, and not leaving it in your head to like spin a story. And I know how to do that. Trust me. Virgo over here, I have a very good imagination. So I think the worst. Like, I'm like, I could walk into a room at school and I'll be like, why does that person hate me? You know, why does that teacher hate me? They walked out of the room as soon as I walked in. Or I said good morning and they only said a halfway good morning. You know, and I'll spin it into a whole story about like when I first met them. And meanwhile, they don't even remember me. So what I did was I wasted my energy. I wasted my time spinning up a horrible story and making a bad scenario. So we have to it's our responsibility to make a positive scenario in our minds if we want to manifest a good result. We're never going to manifest a good result if we're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not going to pay the bills this month. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be alone forever in my life. Nobody's ever going to want to be with me. Nobody's going to want to hire me. You know, we have to change all of those negative thinking to the positive outcome. I'm going to be working on my creative endeavors, and I'm going to be successful with them. And I'm going to be making more than enough money in my 1 or 2 or 3 jobs. Okay? And I'm going to be able to plan a trip to go on vacation. You know, whatever it is that you want to manifest, it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to think it. If you don't think it, it's not going to come out. You got to start with thinking. Okay. So I could do what I want. Some people will try to squash your goals. Do not let that happen. Don't be afraid to learn the truth about yourself and others. It could be painful, but if it's the truth, we have to walk in the light. Get out of the house more. Get friendship and love. Cosmic transformation is coming, and that just basically has to do with you and how you look at yourself in the universe. And the color silver kept coming up, so wear more silver, or take a canvas and paint it silver and see what you feel. Pull up a video that has silver. Silver represents the moon, represents the night, or represents water, whereas the sun, gold, represents yellow, gold, heat, and fire, and Leo. Okay, so silver, more silver. Okay. Something for 2 decades. What? The first time in 2 decades. Something is happening for the first time in 2 decades. So 20 years ago, something happened, and it's going to be a repeat. Saturn and Neptune are together, and that's why that's happening. Get rid of old clothes. Get rid of things that you have not worn for a year, 2 years, and of course, more than 2 years. You don't need it. Get some garbage bags and you donate it. And then make room for new. Breakthrough. You're going to have a breakthrough in your artistic abilities. True stability comes from within. True stability comes from within. So if you're thinking stably, then things will come out stable. Sensitivity, natural ability. All right, so they're trying to tell you, Spirit is trying to tell you, start using and utilizing your psychic abilities more often. If you want to, don't eat that. You know what? You guys need to go in. Okay, please go in. 1 second, guys. He's eating things, and I can't afford the vet bills anymore. Let's go. Both of you. Let's go. Got my coffee. Anybody here? 3 people? Okay. Yeah, so get rid of old clothes. You're going to have your artistic breakthrough, your sensitivity breakthrough, which is using your psychic abilities. I see podcasts. I see some people want to make a channel. Some people want to do something with music, and just really showing your creative meets psychic side. Creative meets psychic. Okay? Sensitivity, natural ability. Yeah, you have natural abilities, but you've closed them down because you've had a hard time. You've had a hard time, especially the past 5 years. There's been a start and a stop. A start, I'm going to start this job, and then a stop. I'm going to start this job, and it doesn't work out. I'm going to start this one. No, get serious and think of what you want, truly want, and manifest it, and then put out the resumes and go pick up the phone and go hit the pavement. Do the old-fashioned, old-school way of getting a job is walking in, being in the right place at the right time. I don't know if any of you have a bad headache, but I feel like I'm getting hit from the right-hand side and the side of the head and the back of the head. So I don't know if that's me or somebody out there is feeling that way. So personal reinvention is coming into play. January, you were just trying to get yourself aligned with your higher purpose, and you kind of saw it. But then by February, you went backwards. Okay? It's okay. We all do this. Get out of the house. Okay, I did that one. I'm just trying to rip it up as I do it. Okay, so March, we have the eclipse. We have a lot of stuff going on. Planetary retrograde, transitions. Saturn is a tough one. It is a tough planet. Here's an affirmation for the rest of March. I am ready to attract abundance. I am ready to attract abundance. I am ready to attract more than enough ways of making money. It doesn't matter if it's an inheritance. It doesn't matter if it's a gift. It doesn't matter if it's 3 jobs. It doesn't matter if it's one great job. It doesn't matter if somebody's rich and they want to give you money. I am ready. Say it with me. I am ready to attract abundance. I am ready to attract abundance that will set me up for the rest of my life. That's one I like to do. I am ready to attract abundance that will set me up for the rest of my life. I am ready to attract abundance that will set me up for the rest of my life. In Jesus' name, thank you, dear God. Thank you, universe. Be positive, creative, career or business. Nurture yourself, Pisces, unconditionally. Stop waiting for other people to nurture you. Stop waiting for other people to notice you and want to be your friend and want to say, hey, let's do this or that together. Do it for yourself. Treat yourself, okay? Get in a happy space for yourself. Know that it's not going to come from anybody else. It's going to come from you, okay? Be independent in that. Heal your wounded inner child. Yeah, easy to say, not easy to do. But we all have trauma. We all have something that happened in our childhood. If I told you to think of it, you could think of it. If it's hard to think about it, it means that it probably was even more traumatizing and you don't want to think about it. But you know what? It's time to let it go and say to that wounded child, your child, make believe you're looking at yourself as a little kid. You take a picture of, use a picture of you when you were a little kid and say to that child, say to that picture, I'm sorry that you went through that, but I know that you had God and angels all around you because you know what? We're still here, aren't we? We're still here. And you can go on you deserve to have a happy life. And you deserve to have love and to love yourself first. And respect yourself first. And to do the things that would make you happy. And to share your life with people that are respectful and loving to you. Okay? In Jesus' name, amen. You are healed. Your inner child is healed. And I'm not making fun of it, but sometimes it's as simple as that, saying a little prayer, looking at a picture of yourself and saying, like I have plenty of pictures of myself in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and I looked messed up. And then I'm like, I remember some things that were going on, and it's like scary. But you know what? We're still here, aren't we? Aren't we? We're still here. Okay. So nurture yourself unconditionally, heal your wounded inner child, because that's what's been holding you back from manifesting. Listen to your inner intuition. Listen to your gut. Please and thank you. Okay. Boost of your finances is coming. What do you want for your love and relationships going forward in 2025? You have to put down those boundaries. You have to, if you're not with your significant other, if you're not with somebody and you want somebody in your life, you have to say, what do I want that person to look like or act like, or what do I want to have in common with them? Hopefully it's somebody that likes to do things that you like to do. So that all has to be written down in your journal to manifest. And then you have to reread that journal, and you have to write more. Okay, this is how we manifest. It's kind of easy. You sit down with your cup of coffee, or your cup of tea, or your iced tea, or your glass of wine, and you light some candles and a Palo Santo, and you sit down and you write down as if you already have it, as if you already have these people in your life, as if you already have the money in your bank account, as if you already have that house by the lake, as if you already have the tickets for a trip to the beach in the Bahamas or Jamaica. Okay, so you're pushing to deepen your connection and your communication with your significant other if you have one already. You have to push for the communication to be better. Your health goal is really just having more time for your self-care. Like I said, I felt some pains in the head, pains in your third eye, pains in the sacral section. But that's all, like, get out what you want to say to people, and you'll have less stomach aches. Even just writing down in the journal, you'll have less stomach aches. Okay? I mean, I think, allegedly. I'm not a doctor. But anyhow, color therapy, color psychology works. Kids will do well in school. Yeah, so you're going to hear, you're going to have, if you have kids, you're going to hear about great accomplishments from them, and maybe even a marriage. They're doing well in school, they're doing well in a program. This is all because they have a strong parent, whether you're a male or female. You show them by example what hard work is. Okay, let me do your cards. I didn't think this was going to be that long, but you deserve it. Okay, this is what your spirit guides in heaven wanted to say to you. We care about you, and we want you to take care of yourself. So they see some Pisces maybe not taking care of themselves as much as they can. And they're telling you that we're still here with you. They're in heaven, but they're still here with you. And you think about them, they know you're thinking about them. And they're like, I want that Pisces to feel better. I want that Pisces to be happier. I want that Pisces to have their dream job. I want that Pisces to have more than enough money. Okay? And the next message is, hold us in your heart, not in your home. It's okay to declutter. You don't have to have 7,000 pictures around. You don't have to have 7 boxes or plastic containers full of memories. They rather you have it neat and hold them in your head. They don't mind. You can keep a couple of mementos, but they don't care that if you have a million things. They don't want you to have clutter. Okay. Go out and plant new life seeds and sow for your future. Let me read that again. Go out and plant new life seeds. Sow for your future. Hi, Tammy. I'm sorry. I just went outside and I thought that I forgot to call you guys and tell you. But don't worry. You could watch it from the beginning. I don't know when you got here. I had to get somebody blocked because they said something inappropriate. So they want you to go out and plant new seeds, new life seeds, and sow for your future. And that's all about like that side business or a new job or 2 new little part-time jobs or something very, very creative or something you've been thinking about, but you just didn't know how to start it. You got to do it. You got to do it for yourself. And they'll help you and say, like whether they're your parent or your grandparent, just say, please, or your aunt or your uncle or your sister or brother, somebody in heaven who you know who they are, and ask them to help you to make your dreams come true. Okay, and the next one is we are easing the blockage, which is holding you back. Go for it. We are easing the blockage, which is holding you back so that you can go for what you want to do. Look how beautiful that is. And notice the water. Okay. Put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. Again, the beach. Again, near water. We encourage you to move. So they want you to move, they want you to dance, they want you to take a walk, especially near water. But if you can't get near water, then just go outside, go to the park, go out in your backyard, put some music on and dance. Or stay in your house and dance. And put a video of the beach on. And the last one from the spirit guides is don't rush into making big decisions right now. Take your time. Yeah, there is a big decision that you're going to have to make. But you know what? Write a list of pros and cons. Don't be pushed into it. What the right information will come to you. Just ask your spirit guides. What should I do with this? And if you don't hear anything back at first, then that means don't make the decision yet. Don't rush into it. Take your time. Okay. Then I got, these are my mermaid cards, and because you guys are Pisces, I thought I hardly ever use them. Okay, so we got this one, and she's beautiful. The Return of Aphrodite. Temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. So yeah, you are in your goddess era. And so know that your temple, everything you need to know is going to come from you. You have the answers. Look within you. Then we got Yamaya is the grandmother ocean, primordial. This has a lot to do with might be some pregnancy out there for the Pisces, or you might be grandparents, either parents or grandparents, but this has a lot to do with giving birth. But it could be giving birth to a new idea as well. Then we have the mirror. The mirror is know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. That's how you'll get at your goals. That's how you'll get your dream come true and your dream job or your dream side business. If you really look at yourself and say, I want to do what I want to do, what is it that I want to do in my life moving forward? By the end of 2025, you're going to know. In the fall, going into the winter, you will have at least one project going on that is towards your life's purpose that you want to do. And when it's something that you really want to do and that you like and you're good at, you don't have to be the best at it, but as you do it, you get better and better. That's why I feel like it's creative. But when you're doing it, it's like playing. It's like I would do this for free. Okay? Song of the Siren. The call, summoning the voice to acknowledge. So this is, when I hold this card, I think of like really what these cards are telling me is listening to yourself, listening to, don't wait to listen, from others, listening to your own self and your own spirit guides and your own self-conscious, your own conscious mind. And that means sometimes getting quiet and meditating. All right. And you don't have to meditate with music if you don't like music. I can meditate just by sitting outside listening to these birds. I can meditate by lighting a candle. It depends on how you meditate. I can meditate by listening to Jelly Roll, but listening to your inner siren. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. Then I have honor the masculine. Remember, this is a reading for Pisces, masculine and feminine. Honor the masculine, respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. And I believe we all have like feminine side and a masculine side. And masculine people, and men have a feminine side as well. Putting those two together is such a beautiful marriage. Hi, Taurus girl. Okay. Okay. This is oceanic spells and rituals. And what I get from this card is, see how she's by herself? She's drawing the heart in the sand. All right. This is like basically taking time for yourself, Pisces, to really just like be independent, an independent thinker. Like you're going to have to come up with the answer yourself. And that's okay. It's like some of you, for the first time in your life, you're not going to acquiesce to everybody else's needs and whims. Okay? We're going to have to really look at your past and what you want for the future, moving forward. Okay. It looks like my niece, Zara. All right. And this last one is soul cage, rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. Okay. So, kind of waiting to be rescued, or feeling like you've been trapped, and you're trapped either by money, or you're trapped by love, or maybe a lack of love or lack of friendship. You're trapped in some way by your addictions, and finally realizing that, yeah, we can ask for help, but sometimes we have to help somebody else. As we help that other person, we're helping ourselves. We're helping ourselves to survive, to find a new way, a new part of life. And I'm not really sure what I'm saying, but like things are coming to me right now. So I'm just going to ask my spirit guides what they mean. Because I don't go by the book. I go by what I feel. Oh, okay. So some of you might be helping a spouse or a significant other that needs oxygen, that needs the help through addiction. But as you help each other, you're going to become free. And I know I said it sounds like, saying double talk, because I just said be yourself and, go within. But this card is like showing me some of you might be helping another person, or they're helping you. But together you can get out and become free. Okay? If that makes any sense. And, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. If it does, please, I would love comments at any time. If it's not, who's watching it now, who watches it later. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the Mystic Brady Bunch. Okay, so now these are my love cards, and this is the last part because I gotta go. This is attraction. So this might be either you're in a relationship and you haven't been attracted lately, there's an attraction coming, or if you're single, you might be having an attraction to somebody. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So when you are happy, when you're at your happiest, when you're trying to give it, utilize your gifts and talents, then people will see you as very attractive, and they will see the light in you. That's why it's so important. That's why your spirit guides and God wants you to do what you love to do, even as a hobby, because that's when you are encompassing the most amount of light and happiness. And you'll attract your soulmate that way. Or if you already have your soulmate, you'll have a better level of friendship and love. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So by getting these two cards, that it tells me that some Pisces out there already have somebody in mind. You have a very strong attraction. But let them come to you. Let them see you. Don't chase them. You can make a nice dinner and candles, but let them kind of chase you. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, Pisces. Even I just heard, you know what I just heard? I just want a hug and a kiss. I don't want anything further. Or a massage of the shoulders. Okay, well, that's what you have to say. I just want a hug and a kiss and a massage of my shoulders. And somebody likes their feet massaged as well. Well, being Pisces, that Pisces rules the feet. Okay. Then we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And this is like when I see this card, I hear somebody saying, please, dear God, send me my soulmate, send me my best friend, send me my significant other. Please, dear God, I want to be partnered up with somebody that is loving and respectful and kind and funny and wants to make me laugh and wants to hang out with me, wants to be generous with me and share their life with me. Please, dear God, send me my soulmate. Thank you. That's what I think of with this card. Alina and Alina. Okay. Then we have... This card looks like Charlotte. Okay. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So in a way, you have to, your partner has to kind of believe in similar to what you believe in. Be on the same track. That's important to you, Pisces. Okay. All right. I told you I looked a hot mess. I told you. See, this is me without the mask, without the filter, without the makeup, and the hair needs to be washed. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that read. I'm sorry it was so late. Next will be Aries, but I need to do my notes first. So definitely won't be, you know, that soon. But you never know with me. Sometimes I get a little energy. But anyhow, I have been leaning on God and Jesus more. Oh, good. Very good. I'm glad to hear that. God will never abandon you. Your spirit guides are waiting for you too. I am so sorry. I look terrible. I'm probably scaring people. I'm probably straight up scaring people. Why is my hair such a mess? Okay, it doesn't matter. What matters is if I do my reading for my Pisces. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pisces. Get over to the water. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I will see you soon. Namaste.